Hey, Dark Avenger Inc. fans, what's up comic related fans, what's up comic book fans, what's up YouTube fans, what's up guys? Welcome back to Dark Avenger Inc. and this is your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do another comic book review. Guys, today we are talking about Danger Girl, G.I. Joe, issue 5 of 5. That's right, guys. This has been a mini-series from IDW that's been going on probably for, I want to say, maybe over a half a year, because the issues didn't come out every single month. But I thought this series was well worth it. I'm a fan of G.I. Joe, and I'm a fan of Danger Girl. I've read Danger Girl ever since J. Scott Campbell started it way back in the 90s. With Image Comics, and there's been lots of miniseries with Danger Girl, Abby Chase, and Cindy Savage, and Johnny Barracuda, and all those crazy characters. And I've reviewed most of this series so far, and all the issues have been great, and this issue has not disappointed as well. This is the climax of the series, and it was a wild, action-packed ride, okay? This book is written by Andy Hartnell, and the art is done by John Royal, and our layouts are done by Jeff Moy, and the inks are done by Philip Moy. The book does nothing to disappoint you in the art. You would think that J. Scott Campbell actually drew this Abby Chase. Or actually, he did. He did do the covers. I'm sorry. He did do the covers to this book. Which he did every single cover, but you would think that the interior art, you would think he drew the characters inside, because it's very J. Scott Campbell-like, very exaggerated bodies, heavy muscle tone, very expressionable faces. Abby Chase drawn beautifully, just like the Baroness and Destro. You have pictures even of Cobra Commander in here. Here we see more Abby, and here's Cobra Commander. He's drawn very well. So the art and the colors make this book shine. I really enjoyed this book. The story, it's not the most in-depth, but it's a fun, action-packed read, and sometimes when I read comics, that's what I'm looking for in a book, is just pure out action and fun. And that's what this issue delivered. In the beginning of the issue, we see Duke and Lady J, and the Danger Girl, her name is Valerie, trying to destroy this homing beacon that basically that a Cobra missile has launched. And the Joes and Valerie are basically scrambling. They're running all over the place trying to sit there and destroy the beacon. And in the meantime, there's other missiles that are going to get ready to launch. And Storm Shadow is battling Snake Eyes to protect those missiles, to make sure that the missiles take off. And Snake Eyes is just trying to join them. And there's this heavy confusion what's going on. They're dropping bombs all over the place to destroy the missiles. They're blowing up everywhere. Abby's getting lost. All kinds of stuff. Zarana's in the whole mix, back with Duke and everybody, and they're trying to figure out that way to destroy that homing beacon. And they do. The missile doesn't hit the USS Flag, and the missile just hits the water. And you can see that right there, which is really cool. And they're all like, oh man, we're all safe. Yahoo! But the next thing here is you got good old Zarana. She's sitting here going, that's what you think, Joes. And there's big tidal wave comes, and you can see them here. They're all freaking out. They're like, oh shit. They're like all over the place. And then here's a great splash page right here. And you can see that down there where the tidal wave is just taking over the aircraft carrier, but they all wind up surviving, and they take Zarana in, and now it's left now what's left on the other side is Abby Chase. They have to find a way to escape before the whole place blows up. It's like a typical G.I. Joe cartoon that you see. And Abby Chase is trying to, you know, get away, and there's the Baroness and the Destro, and Destro's sitting there, and she's like, Baroness is like, the only way you can get away, Abby Chase, if you just, you know, join G.I. or if you join Cobra, that's the only way you can live, and you can, you know, prosper as being a Cobra person. And she's like, screw you, and she shoots Destro in the head, but it bangs off of his chrome dome. This is pretty badass right there. He shoots missiles, you know, he's all pissed off, he's got a headache, and next thing you see is, you know, all kinds of stuff happening. Abby's trying to escape. There's this big drawn-out battle between the Baroness and Abby Chase. I mean, it just keeps going and going. The action doesn't stop. She escapes. Cobra Commander's trying to chase after her. He's like, oh, I'm going to get you, Abby Chase. So he opens fire. He's hissing away. She's going crazy. She drops down and gets in this little, I don't know what it's called, ATV. Cobra Commander's chasing after her in that tank that he has, and he winds up falling off because the whole place is blowing up, and it's just all kinds of crap. Abby Chase comes with Duke and Scarlet, and they all reunite, and she's just like, you know, I didn't need any help. She's like, I didn't think I would need any help, you know, destroying Cobra. And Scarlet goes, you practically did, Abby, but sometimes even a danger girl could use a little help from her friends, especially when the friends are like these. And you see the whole cast here. And then she goes, well, I guess you're right, Scarlet. And now I know. And it's a typical G.I. Joe show. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe! And that's how it ends. And you're like, dude, it's a typical freaking cartoon. And at the last page, when you're all done with the Joes, you see Storm Shadow, Destro, and the Baroness. They all come to in their little lifeboat. And then you see in the shadows, you see this arm laying here. And then you see Cobra Commander with his helmet destroyed. And you get to see a little bit of his face in there. And then it says, Danger Girls, G.I. Joes, they may have beaten us this time, Baroness, but Cobra will return with a vengeance. And it just says, the end, ? And that's how the last page goes. This was a fun read. I enjoyed it tremendously. Lots of action, great, you know, great artwork, a typical G.I. Joe TV show. I liked it. I liked this whole series. It was fun. Like I said, it wasn't a super in-depth story, but sometimes that's what you need to get away. It's just a fun read just like that. So, guys, I'm going to give Danger Girl G.I. Joe overall series, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Fun read, decent story, great art. The next thing I would love to see is where Abby Chase and Danger Girl go now. We've seen them in Army of Darkness. We've seen them in this with G.I. Joe. It'll be interesting to see where they end up next on IDW or Dynamite or Image or whatnot, if they get their own solo series or they go back to G.I. Joe, because I think there's definitely a place for Abby Chase and her crew. They're definitely entertaining, and with G.I. Joe, I thought they were their best. So that's all I have to say about Danger Girl G.I. Joe, and let me know what you guys thought about this issue if you read it, and if not, go out and purchase the series. You might not be disappointed, especially if you like G.I. Joe. So guys, thank you for watching Dark Avenger Inc., and this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and until the next comic book review, guys, take care. See you soon.